Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. This is a 2v2 Silver-Bronze game from Snowy Mesa. In the top side of this map, we have the Red Protoss player. It is Wilson Wombat, representing cheeseburgers? I assume that's what that stands for. And his teammate, it is the other Red Protoss player, Dawning. Oh, this is going to get confusing. Two Red Protoss on the same team? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the blue team, represented by the blue Terran player. It is the General. And his teammate, the blue Protoss player, it is Kuran. So, we do not have any Zerg representation in this 2v2, but I figured it'd be a fun one to cast anyway here. Again, looks like these guys might be teammates, but we've seen teams lose in these team matches before. We've definitely seen that happen, so please don't assume these guys are going to be on top. All right, the General tossing down a barracks right on over here, and his teammate, the other, no, that's the General. And the Protoss guy, right, is throwing down a gateway. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense what we're seeing here right on now. So nothing super happening at the moment. We do have gold bases. I've never actually cast a game on this map. Gold bases on the bottom right and top left. You'd have to knock down rocks to get there, as the per usual. And otherwise, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just snowy Mesa is what it is. Another gold base, kind of in the middle-ish. Also rocks, you have to knock down there as well. So we'll have to see if those ever get taken in this game. Sometimes gold bases do and sometimes they don't. We do have a Reaper coming out from our Terran player. So this Reaper's name is, this Reaper has no name. The user, unfortunately, didn't give me a backstory for this one either. Seriously, he really didn't. I suppose I could make up a backstory, though. This Reaper is a clone of Adolf Hitler. All right, so Reaper no name here, as an Ursidon is roaming around inside the blue base. This is a clone of Adolf Hitler. Somebody far into the future in the Kuprulu sector, somehow had some DNA from Adolf Hitler, decided to use cloning technology to bring him back, put him in a Reaper suit, and said, go kill some Protoss. It's an interesting strategy, I have to admit. I don't know what the purpose is, but at this point, at least we won't feel bad when he dies, right? Although, is the clone responsible for the actions of the original? Probably not. Probably not. Ugh. The ethics of cloning, man, really confusing. Anyway, woo! Clone of Adolf Hitler, you're doing well right now. I mean, no-name clone. One probe kill, focus that one. Two probe kills, pulling everybody off the line. Are you kidding? More KDA charge, hitting all them drones away. That is like my favorite animation of all time. Better when they're bigger units, though. Get that Ursidon with the KDA charge. Do it. Stargate, Stargate is finishing for our Red Protoss player. Actually, they're both going Stargate openings here. This is interesting. 3 Stargates on the way from Dawning. Holy shamoly. Wilson Wombat does not have the time for that. He's getting absolutely murdered by this Reaper. 4 kills? 4 kills on the Reaper. Focus the one that's weak. Get it. No, you're not focusing very well. Got it anyway. 5 kills. KD8 charge. Yeah! Get some more. Get some more. Man, all this lost mining time. Wilson Wombat having a bad day. No-name Reaper, get out of there. KD charge knocking the stalker away, and he manages to escape. That was some really good Reaper play right there. Nice job of the General. I'm very impressed. Expansion down for Dawning. Again, that explains the 3 Stargates that are happening. He had no defense against that Reaper either, I guess, except for that stalker eventually. So, wow. 5 probes killed. Wilson Wombat not in a good place right now, but it's going to be Void Ray out of Dawning. Planetary Fortress coming up for the General. We have a Stargate and a Twilight Council on the way for Kuran here. So I'm not sure what that strategy is either. Again, it's really hard sometimes to read what's going on in these Into the Void matches because it just doesn't make sense sometimes. Double Stargate on the way from Kuran. So we're going to have a lot of Sky Toss in this 2v2. I hope you are ready to go. I hope you're buckled in and strapped down because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Additional barracks coming in for the General. Getting double refinery. Does he not have a factory? Nope. He does not. He does not have a factory. So what's this double gas for then? What on earth could you possibly be spending double gas on with 2 barracks? I do not know. But he is throwing down another base to the left of here. So he's expanding his teammate. No, that's the General's base. The General is triple expanding here in the first few minutes. Only having barracks. I don't know about this strategy, dude. Planetary Fortresses are bad against Void Rays. Look. There are Void Rays already out here from Dawning. These names are familiar. Didn't we cast an Into the Void with Dawning previously? I feel like we did. And then additionally, the General seems like a name we had in Into the Void a while ago. So maybe there's some overlap. Not Into the Void, in Mono Battle a while ago. Seems like there may be some overlap. Finally making double factory is the General. That's exciting stuff. Somebody did scout out the presence of Void Rays. So that's good news. That is actually very good news here. Fleet Beacon on the way. Are we just going one base carrier, Wilson Wombat? Is that what you're trying to do here? I mean, I don't see any other bases for you, Wilson, so I have to assume, yep, getting the upgrade, getting the Graviton Catapult upgrade here without expanding. Dude, you have to expand. You have enough minerals. Just go do it. Wilson Wombat going for more Stargates here on the one base. This is why it's Into the Void. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely why we watch this. For weird things and attempting stuff that we know is not going to work. You don't have the income to support 3 Stargate carrier here, dude, off of one base. It's not going to happen. I understand you fully saturated both your assimilators. That's great. What is Dawning knows to expand? Look, Dawning's expanded. He's not taking extra gas, which he really definitely should be doing right now. He also has a Fleet Beacon. So we're going to see like 2 base, 2 Protoss carrier action. Once again, Planetary Fortresses, not very good in this situation. Let's see if we can find, I guess, just a lot of Marines. A lot of Marines are good against carriers, unless they're super outnumbered, which, I mean, it's very possible that could be the case. What you want are Vikings. Yes, Vikings. Void Rays here for Koran as well, so a lot of Void Ray. See a lot of Void Ray in Into the Void. I guess from time to time here. Carrier production has begun for Dawning. Are you making carriers, Wilson Wombat? What's that? You don't have enough resources to make carriers? Surprise. Are you expanding? He's expanding at the gold. Hooray. And down here? No, that's Dawning. All right, so Wilson Wombat taking another base. Thank goodness. At the 6-minute, almost 7-minute mark here, which it's late, but better late than never, especially in Into the Void. You're not going to die just because you were a little late on something. +1 infantry armor on the way for the General. That's interesting. Looks like we are going to go ahead and share control for depot raising and lowering Marines. And Zealots are Zealots are overseeing the destruction of these rocks is what's happening. The rocks in the bottom right for the gold base. They're like, all right, you guys, shoot those rocks. You're doing great. You have giant lasers on your hands. We know. You got it. And they do. Look, they got it. The Zealots do not want to involve themselves in manual labor. And once the job is done, they leave. Another base up here for Koran. Is that his second? Was Koran trying to one-base it too? Koran was also one-basing until very recently. Protoss players, you got a 2-base if you're going Sky Toss. You just do. More and more carriers coming in for Dawning. You know what, Marines? If you hit right now, then maybe get some stuff done. Ah, knocking down these rocks. Do you need a Zealot supervision for that? No. The Zealots are not interested in supervising that process. They know the Marines are capable. They watched them do it once already. Give me the Vespene gas, says Koran. Yeah, I bet you need Vespene gas going 2-base carrier. I bet you do. Do you have gas at your natural? Nope. General does not have a lot of gas to spare, as he does not have any gas being taken at his natural base. So, yeah, this might be a slow build-up, you guys. So sit back, enjoy the snow. It probably reminds you of what it's like outside, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, which some of my subscribers are. Once in a while, I look at the map on my analytics page on YouTube and see where my subscribers are coming from. And most of them from the United States, obviously. A lot from Germany, though. And where was the one? I've got a subscriber in Mongolia, I think, which I was pretty interested in. Brazil, fairly popular as well. Australia, got a handful of dudes down there. England, Switzerland, you know, all owe them places. Also, where did somebody emailed me and said that they were from... I can't remember. But yeah, I get emails from time to time. People from different countries just saying thanks, keep doing what you're doing. It's nice to hear from you guys. Nice to hear from you. I try to respond to the ones that I can, but sometimes not entirely possible. Dark Shrine here for Koran. Getting Tempest is Dawning. I feel like that's a good idea. If your opponent is going carrier, then you going Tempest seems like a pretty smart choice, as they do extra damage versus flying massive stuff, which is exactly what carriers are. All right, do we have all the gas taken? Team Red, we do. All the gas has been taken. I don't know why it didn't expand over here. This is a very nice, accessible base. I guess it's kind of far away from your front door. Actually, it's really far away from your front door. Knocking down these rocks to give additional stability and security against ground forces that are going to try to come in here. I mean, they're thinking of everything right here. You have enough money? Nope. Still gas starved. Still gas starved. Team Red. Something you can do if you're making a lot of really gas-heavy units like carriers or Archons is just supplement with Zealots. Some of those zealots, you're never going to be like, I'm sad I had 30 zealots there. No, the zealots will do a lot of damage while people are trying to kill the carriers. Trust me on that one. Nevertheless, I think we only have like a gateway per... Yep, Team Red only has one gateway per player. And also Blue, our Blue Protoss player only has a gateway as well. So it's kind of hard to do that. Hard to warp in a ton of zealots when you have a single gateway. Do they even have warp gate research? No. No, they do not. Again, unnecessary apparently. Okay, are we going to move out? Dawning is knocking down these rocks leading up to Dawning's base, which means it's time to go. Oh, they're just trying to expand this gold base. Way after, way after. Wait, no, they killed the rocks and didn't expand there. Never mind. I thought it was way after Team Blue had expanded to their second gold base, but nope. Not actually what happened at all. Did finally take gas here to the general. I mean, sort of. Oh, he's going battle cruiser. So much battle cruiser lately. Did you guys ever think when I first started casting on my channel that we would see this many battle cruisers in StarCraft 2? No, I did not. They were not good. Their DPS was bad. Their abilities not super great either. I think what might have changed everything is the tactical jump ability. The ability to get somewhere fast is really underrated, I think, in StarCraft. And just... You could straight up warp somewhere. You can warp out of danger. You can warp into harassment situations. Had that happen to me a couple of weeks ago. Played against a Terran. Didn't scout him. That is my mistake, much to my chagrin. And all of a sudden, there was a battle cruiser over my natural base. I said I was trying to attack at the time, so my army was gone. All I had was a queen. Anyway, my natural died, and I lost the game. So here we go. Battle cruisers are the get out of their tactical warp. Run the general. Yes, good job. Good use of tactical warp there. Took down a few probes here at Dawning's base and then tactical warped out of there. It has a mothership. That's true. There is a mothership here. 5 carriers at a time on the way from Dawning. This is not looking good for Team Blue. Not looking good for Team Blue. Army size, 79, 151 for Team Red. That's like 220, 230. A little more for Team Blue here, but I'm not sure if it's enough. The Marines need to get involved, but they're trapped in their own supply depots. There we go. Lowering the supply depots. You have Yamato cannon? Don't have Yamato cannon. Get out of their battle cruiser. No, boo, dead. Marines trying to focus down that mothership. They get it. They get the mothership. And then carriers of Kurans show up here on the other side of it. Void Rays trying to take down these carriers. Marines just burning interceptors out of the sky. Absolutely winning that confrontation did Team Blue. The Tempests are trying to hit interceptors, which is kind of funny. They're whirling around and around like they're lost. And bam. Great hold there by Team Blue. Dawning actually has like 5 observers here that they're not being killed because they are invisible themselves. But it's a good scout. It's a good scout, Dawning. Yes, you lost that battle, but it was a good scout. Ravens coming in for the general. There you go. That's what you wanted, some Ravens. Where are they going to pop is the question. Here, that should be enough. Okay, let's see. So the Ravens going to go down to the left here. Are the Marines... Is that enough to detect the observers, and will the Marines kill them before the Raven gets to its position? Let's watch. Let's watch. Oh, no, they left. Oh, no, I was going to... I wanted to see that. All right, fine. Knocking down the rocks here. That, again, protection, but also prevents you from moving out with anything on the ground unless you want to do warp prism drops all day, which you probably don't. DTs coming in for Koran. Replacement battle cruisers on the way from the general. And there we go. Taken to the second gold base is the general. A little bit late, but again, better late than never. Units tab. Team Red has 11 battle cruisers, 11 carriers, a mothership. The end. Team Blue has 3 battle cruisers, 2 Ravens, 4 carriers, 6 Void Rays, 2 DTs, and some Zealots on the ground. 3 of them to be exact. So, I don't know. I don't know, Team Blue. Yes, you won that battle, but you're still severely outnumbered here. Dawning doing a pretty good job with his multiple Stargate thing. He's not queuing up carriers, well, except for that one, but I will allow a single queue up out of 6 structures. That is just fine. Not going to complain about that at all. The General's gold base is being long distance mined from. So he saturated these refineries at his expansion base, which is great. How many does he have right now? 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so 4 bases for the Terran. Seems nice. Seems very nice. Replacement mothership on the way for Dawning. I think Wilson Wombat already has one. Yeah, so double mothership. That's good. Any upgrades? Yep, +2, +2 for the Sky Toss. Wow, upgrades are good for these guys as well. Battle cruisers have no upgrades. That's going to be a problem. Marines have +1/+1. But again, remember what I've said about Marines just being absolute terrors about anything in the sky? They can... this is not going to go well if the Marines come up directly against these carriers. Again, it takes a lot of carrier DPS to take these guys down before they die. I would be upgrading these dudes. +3/+3 Marines are just absolute nightmares for carriers. Seen it. I have seen it happen more than once. Was the same back in StarCraft 1, actually, as well. So Dawning take another base down in this bottom left. Are we going to mine out this entire map? I think we might. Wilson tried to expand where Koran was expanding. Taking another... Is there a third gold base? There are more gold bases than I thought on this map. There are 3 total. 6 total. 3 on each side. Interesting stuff. All right, so coming up with Void Rays to defend this base, but it looks like nobody's really interested in attacking Koran's base, but he's ready for it just in case. Man, he is just outside of Wilson's main here. It's a weird place to expand, but it's working. Wilson Wombat takes a Nexus that is just a little bit up and to the right of Koran's attempting to expand here. There are 2 bases that have not been taken thus far, and I think we might get there. This is insane. All right, what do we got? Wilson Wombat. We got just more and more carriers, more battle cruisers. Everybody just kind of cold warring it right now, just getting up more and more armaments, more and more weapons, probably telling each other mean jokes and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see who's going to come out on top here. Battle cruisers sneaking around to Dawning's base. Might be able to take it out. I love if these had upgrades, though. They're getting +1/+1 at the 16-minute mark. Good reaction time by Dawning, getting out of there. Now it's time to go. Time to go. Here they come. The entire Protoss fleet. Get out. Tactical warp. You're going to die. Oh, just barely gets out of there. How much HP do you have, friend? 24. Yep. Super almost dead, but good use of tactical warp. Killed some probes. Some probes there. 58 and 55 workers for Team Red. 70 and 54 for Team Blue. So our Terran player has way more workers than anybody else, which is fine. He's got enough bases, right? He can support that one. Oh, there we go. Another base. The general taking that base. We still have the 2. We still have the 2 that nobody is wanting to take here. Yamato cannon on the way for the general. Getting that +1/+1 for his battle cruisers. I think he has the money. He's got the money. Dude, just get these upgrades for your infantry. You have enough Marines that upgrades would be incredible right now. Again, I love the battle cruiser. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great unit. It's very fun. But just going mass Marine in this situation would wreck face, would destroy this Sky Toss thing. The interceptors fly over the Marines. Bam. They're gone. And suddenly, your carriers are utterly useless, and the Marines move their way to victory. Not what the general is going for. And that's fine. I can respect different creeds and different belief systems. Moving out a little bit. No, these probes are moving out. Are these suicidal probes? Are you trying to free up supply? Must be. Yep, trying to free up supply for additional carriers. All right, I'm on board with that. Sky battle. Here we go. Blue versus red. Mothership in the sky. Everybody retreating, though. Team Blue winning that one. Coming with the flank, though, is Dawning. Here it is. Dawning moving in with all of his carriers and his mothership. The battle cruiser's getting distracted, though, trying to Yamato cannon something. Meanwhile, carriers trying to take down this mothership. They get the mothership. Carrier versus carrier action here. All the battle cruisers end up dead. And it's a flank from the top by Wilson Wombat coming in after finishing off the general. And wow, Koran is in a ton of trouble. Gone. Oh no, Team Blue. Oh no, that did not go well at all. Counterattack. Go for this thing. Dawning. Don't split up. No. Stay together. That's your best. Your best thing is to stay together here. All right, so moving in. Koran's gold base that he took so cheekily on Red's side of the map. He was going to pay for that and pay for that now. Bam. Look how fast that Nexus falls to these interceptors. Upgrades. Yep, +3/+2. At least on Wilson Wombats. Dawning not doing as well with +1/+1, but still some upgrades are better than nothing. The general's going to lose his base as well. Team Blue. Team Blue, you're in a lot of trouble right now, you guys. Wow, just absolute evisceration, just destruction of that base. As Dustin Browder would say, it's terrible, terrible damage. Another base gone in a matter of seconds. Hunter Seeker missiles tossed on down. That's good. Marines. Are there enough Marines? No! There are not enough Marines. Oh, it's like popcorn. It's like popcorn in the sky. Little yellow happy things that shoot lasers at you and murder your face. Another base gone. I think Team Red has this thing, you guys. It's not looking good. Units tab shows 3 battle cruisers and 16 Marines left for the general, and Koran has 7 stalkers, 4 carriers and 3 Dark Templar. Meanwhile, there are 42 carriers on Team Red's side of things here. So unless there are like some nukes that I don't know about and are not showing up in the production tab, that is all she wrote. Team Red on fire right now. I mean, it's not a strategy I would recommend at the higher levels of StarCraft 2, but if you can go 42 mass carrier at the lower levels, it's going to be fun, and you're probably going to win if you can survive long enough to get there. Battle cruisers getting destroyed, absolutely blown out of the sky. The general throws out the GG. He got nothing left. He has 8 Marines on the ground. Dawning. Oh, Dawning with the bad manner. Oh, why would you say that? Oh, the general also very mad in his response, and that is it. The general has left the game as the carriers remain destroying the towns built by our blue friends. Oh, okay. So the lesson of this Into the Void cast is don't let your opponent get 42 carriers. Don't do it. Attack them, right? Attack them first. Get in there. I loved the early Reaper attack. That was great. Or just doing a couple drops here and there. Also, compositionally, battlecruisers are pretty bad against carriers unless you have a lot of Yamato cannon and the upgrades are good, which the upgrades were not. So upgrades pretty bad there for the general as well. So get upgrades, harass your opponent, don't let them do whatever they want, and you're going to have a better time, especially against a strategy like this. Woo! Okay, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on, looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.